Today we're at the Owen Rose Garden. We had an outpouring of interest to help plant roses today. We have an event here at the Rose Garden every 2 weeks, and usually we get about 5 to 8 folks, but for this event we actually had 25 people RSVP, which is awesome. It's making the planting go really fast. People are itching to get out. We turned the new year for 2021 and people have just been knocking at my door to volunteer. Get their hands on the soil, socialize a little bit, and volunteering is a really great and safe way to do that. Last fall we removed varieties that weren't thriving for several reasons. The main one being that they were plagued by disease. So the disease that we see pretty commonly here is the crown gall. It's a bacteria that creates growths on the roses and eventually causes it to die. And with the diseases that we see, we really try to get them out before that they start attracting disease and get weakened and pests, because that can adversely affect the whole garden and the whole town when you think of like the plant community and the diseases and pests and how they travel. So we're planting 240 roses today, about 20 different varieties. And those varieties, a lot of them are brand new to the Rose Garden. We don't have them yet. And a few of those are fan favorites that people in the community just really want to see get replaced. Some of them, are repeats, and some of them are brand new. And they were chosen because we really focus on choosing new colors, displays to have that variety, different smells and aromas. That's sort of a keystone characteristic of roses is the smell. So we do think about that when we're choosing roses. And the main reason these varieties were chosen was because of disease resistance. So they are better suited to this climate. They have shown better resistance to those diseases that I mentioned earlier. Overall, we just think that they'll thrive better than the varieties that were removed. The bloom period for roses here at the Owen Rose Garden is from May to September, with the peak being June. June is really the best time to come visit the garden, when pretty much all of the roses are in the peak of their bloom. But we deadhead pretty frequently, which allows us to have a really long bloom season. So up until the end of September, unless we get a hard frost, there will be blooms. All of our roses that we're planting today were donated by Gray's Garden Center. And they're the garden center right down the street, so we're really happy to partner with them. A lot of people may wonder, why do roses matter? They're sort of this old school plant, and the answer is, this is one of Eugene's most iconic gardens. I mean, people come here to celebrate weddings, to take family portraits, to take graduation photos, and this garden is a really big marker for some of people's most important life events. And also roses, they're one of the few things in life that you really can just appreciate for its sheer beauty. They're beautiful, they smell good. There's the quote, don't forget to stop and smell the roses. And I think with the times that we're in, with the chaos and stress and everything that people have going on, roses are a good reminder just to slow down and appreciate what's around us.